Ready? Good morning. How are you? I see you over there. You've been waiting a while. Not too long, I hope. It's a nice day, isn't it, today? Come with me. Come on. Let's have a little walk. I want to tell you a few things. I'll tell you what, it's an absolutely gorgeous day today. Look at this. Look at this. How beautiful is this today? It's a bit early. I think I probably should say to you, welcome to the red nose show day today, because my nose is red because it's a bit chilly. If I sniff a bit, I apologise for that, but there we go. Okay, so today we're mid-December. I am 3 weeks now into what I call maintenance because I'm not trying to lose any more weight. That's going quite well. I'll tell you about that in a second. I can't believe how nice it is today. I want to talk to you about that. Talk to you about my week so far, how it's all gone. Now, I know you like watching me and looking at my crooked, fat face, but I think today is too nice a day for you to be looking at me this close up, especially when my nose is red. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my other camera on so you can see what's in front of me, and we'll go from there, yeah? Okay, hang on, let me switch around. So how's that? Is that better for you? Must be better to be looking at this and looking at me. Right, so this week and the last few weeks have gone by. I've started my maintenance program and it's going quite well for me. I think it's going well, mainly because I'm hesitant telling you how it's going because I'm not sure really in my own mind if I'm doing things properly. I'm doing things that I think's right for me, but whether it's the right thing or not, I don't know. I'm still testing. It's a learning curve, you know, for me. I got my feelers out there. Oh, it's a bit cold. Got my feelers out there, looking around, seeing what everybody else is doing, trying to work out the right way. Now, very quick bit of history, in case you're the first time joining me. I'm Paul, the London cab driver, and this has been my Mounjaro journey. I'm at week 24, I think. I started off at 250 pounds, 17 stone 12. And as of this morning, I am 14 stone exactly, or 196 pounds. Now, when I got to 14 stone 3, I decided that was it. I didn't want to lose any more weight. I was happy with myself. I'm currently in 36 trousers or jeans, and my top somewhere in a large, which I'm happy with. You know, I don't want to be any slimmer than this. I'm 100% happy with how I am. So, you know, that's good. But since that point, I've lost another 3 pounds, you know, over the last 2 to 3 weeks. I'm trying not to lose weight, but at the minute I haven't actually got the right balance yet. Throughout the last 15, 16 weeks of my Mounjaro journey, I was taking 2.5 milligrams twice a week, every 3.5 days. And I've been reducing that over the last three weeks or so. And what I'd done was I increased the number of days in between my jabs. So instead of taking 5 milligrams a week, it's less than that now. So for example, I took 2.5 milligrams on the Sunday for the first week and didn't take my next injection then until the Friday. So it was nearly 5 days in between. This week I've gone 6 days in between without having another jab. You know, I was hoping to go to 7, but I don't know if it's the nerves got the better of me, but something got the better of me, so I gave myself an extra day. I took it after 6 days, and it's going well, you know. I'm not getting mad hunger pains or anything like that. I did wonder if I could have gone the 7 days without any issues, but I thought, well, I don't want to push my luck and come off it too quickly and go cold turkey. So that's what I've been doing every 6 days. This week I'm planning on doing 7 days. And then after that, I think I'm going to go maybe 10 or 12 days, still on 2.5 milligrams. Although I'm not sure if I will stay at 7 days, but reduce the 2.5 down to 2 milligrams and try that for a week or so and see how that goes. What do you think? Is that a better option, to go down in dosage? Or is it better to stretch the gaps in between and stay at 2.5? I'm open to your suggestions on these things. You know, I've got no issue with going one way or the other. I just know that I need to try and test it to see if I can come right off of the medication. But I've got no pressure on myself, you know, it's going to go one way or the other. Right. In front of me, you can see here this beacon. Now, back in one of my very first episodes, I said to you, when I get to the right level and I'm at my goal weight, I'll come over here one day and I'd like that beacon. I'm still going to do that one day. You know, I've not forgotten, but I've just got to find the right opportunity to do it. And make sure there's no arrest warrants out there for me, but I will do that. Yeah, so anyway, slightly sidetracked there. I am planning to sort of go down as low as I can on the medication, or if not, come off it completely. But if I can't come off it, then I'll stay on it, but at a very low dosage. Go on. I thought that dog was going to chase me then. Yes, I'm not sure about, you know, the medication, where we're going to go. Right, I was just talking to you about this camera. I want to tell you about something else just quickly while you're here. Now, I bought this new phone of mine about maybe a month ago now, and only because of my videoing. The last phone I had an iPhone 14 before this one, which had 128 gigabytes of RAM or memory or whatever it is. Yeah, 128 gigabytes of memory, which was always fine. The phone worked perfectly good, absolutely nothing wrong with it. Beautiful phone. I've looked after it. I'm not like one of these teenagers that drop it all the time and it's got cracks and bumps and everything else on it. But I decided to get a new phone because I kept running out of space because of these videos I'm making. So I bought the new iPhone 17. And I love it, you know, it's great. It's got this extra little camera up here, which is perfect. And when I bought this, I thought, you know what I'll do is I'll sell my old phone to one of them shops, you know, Mazuma or whatever the other ones are called, and get it done. So the other day, when was it? Monday, I think, or whatever day it was, a couple of days ago now, I was at Lakeside Shopping Centre with my lovely wife Rose. She's dragged me around there for hours, but that's another story. And I saw one of these shops that buy the phones. I thought, okay, I'll take it in there. And I thought, well, you know, it's quicker than send it to Mazuma. I had it in my car with me anyway, so popped into the shops. And I was a bit shocked, to be honest, you know. I thought the guy would be decent with me and give me a good price on my phone because it was in such good condition. You know, I didn't want £600-700 for it, but I thought it must be worth at least, I don't know, £250, wouldn't you say, for an iPhone 14? It's 2 years old, you know, it's a lovely phone. And the guy looked at me, ummed and ahed a bit, tapped around on his little computer thing, and then he said to me, I'll give you £120 for it. I looked at him like this, went, you give me what? He said, I'll give you £120 for your phone. I said, no, don't worry. I said, I'd rather put it in the bin than give it to you. He said, well, how much do you want for it then? I said, well, get yourself a bit closer to £250 and we'll see how we go. Oh, bloody hell, this is a bit slippy. I leave it open then. That was funny, wasn't it, for you? Almost slipped and broke my neck. Yeah, so anyway, I said, I'm looking more like 250. He said, oh, no, I can't do that. I said, but look, you've got that one there in the window, which is scratched and damaged, just the same as mine, with the same amount of memory, but it was all scratched and chips in it, for 380. I said, why is that so much money compared to mine? He said, oh, that's because that one's for sale. I said, yeah, but this one could be for sale this afternoon. He said, oh, okay, then we might give you 150. I said, you know what, mate, I'll take it on and chuck it in the bin. You're not having it. So I walked out of there in a huff. Was I wrong to do that? Or should I just took his money? £150 and walked away. I thought we was taking liberties. I don't know why I'm telling you this. I just, you know, I like to tell you my business as I'm going round. So I didn't sell it to him. He didn't get it. That was that. End of, you know. Anyway, going back to diets and Mounjaro, I want to tell you about one other thing. I'm not going to hold you up long today. This has been a side effect this week from Mounjaros, and it's not one I've been used to be honest. I'll tell you what it is. Now, pretty much from week 1 on Mounjaro, the whole 23, 24 weeks I've been on it, I've suffered with, it's not pleasant. If you're having your breakfast, then press pause for a minute and come back in a second. I've suffered with constipation pretty much from the beginning. Almost the first week, I'd say, right the way through to here. It's been on and off, you know. But this last week, since I've changed my medication or been stretching it out from every 3.5 days to every 5 or 6 days, things have changed and I've gone back to normal. The constipation seems to have vanished. Is this something that everybody else has noticed, or is this just a blip I'm going through? I don't know. I don't mean to talk to you about that. It's not really something that's pleasant, but it's been the bane of my life for the last 20 odd weeks, so it's a strange thing. That, and particularly just recently I've had this dry mouth thing again. You know, I've not had that for a while, but the last 3 weeks or so, since the medication's been dropping with me, I've been getting the dry mouth syndrome a lot more than what I had, you know. Obviously every morning you wake up feeling like, ugh, give me a drink, but generally speaking, I've not had it. Now I'm wondering if that is because it's a bit colder, so you're not reaching for a drink every 5 minutes. And obviously it's a crucial thing with us. We need to drink water all the time, but maybe I've been a bit lax with it. I don't know. Is anybody else finding that the dry mouth syndrome, is that coming back to get you? Or is it just me? Let me know in the comments what you think. One other thing, I just want to apologise really for how long it's taken me to get my videos out in a minute. I've been so busy at work at the minute. Because, you know, as you know, I'm a London black cab driver, and London at the minute is absolutely heaving. There's just so many people there at the minute. It's just ridiculously busy, so it's taking up all my time. Today, taking the day off really because I'm just worn out, you know. It's daft, isn't it? A man of my age, I should be able to cope with these things, but I am just physically worn out. I don't know where you come back up close to me again. Let me switch around, hang on. No one wants to see this. Yeah, so today I've just took the day off because I'm knackered, absolutely knackered. I've been working like 13-hour days for the last, well, I did 6 days on the spin, yeah. Took a day off, me and Rose went shopping, which was lovely. I do love shopping. But it made Rose happy, so that's great. And also, as well as shopping that day, we went round and visited a few people we hadn't seen for a while, which was, again, was lovely. But I didn't feel like I had a day off. I was worn out because there's a lot of driving. Most of our friends and family live a long way from where we are now because we've moved right out here. So, it just didn't feel like a day off. So went back to work the day after. I'd done another 14-hour day yesterday. And I said to Rose last night, look, I'm going to take tomorrow off. I need a break. It's either that or, I don't know. I just couldn't carry on for another week. So I took a day off. And I thought I'll come out here, see if I can get a little video done for you, tell you about how I'm doing, and then go from there. But I didn't expect it to be this nice out today. The weather is absolutely gorgeous. Freezing cold, hence the red nose, but it's lovely out here. But now, I'm gonna go back home, press a few buttons on here, hopefully we'll send it out to you, and you can have a look. Anyway, the very last thing I'm gonna talk to you about today before I go is about a message I got after my last video I sent out. I sent a video out, and if you've not seen it, it was about how much Mounjaro's cost me over the last 23 weeks and how I've made my savings from taking larger pens with a smaller dose from each one, which is not the conventional way to do things, I know, but it's the way I've been doing things. And I just wanted to share how I've done things and how I've saved money, and letting people know really that it's possible to do it. Not by any means saying, look, you should do this, it's the way to do things. I just want to say, just in case, I do put a message in the description of every one of my videos saying I'm not a doctor, I just drive a black cab. And these are my experiences of what I've done. And I'm no way saying to you that you should do this unless you decide it's the right thing for you. But anyway, I got this message, which I'm going to put up here on the screen next to me over here. So it might spoil your lovely view of what's around us. And what she said to me. And she says, basically, from that I'm endangering people's lives by sending out these dangerous videos. Please, anyone that's watching this, if you think I'm dangerous and ridiculous, don't watch me. Go and do something else, because obviously you're not in the right mindset to think for yourself, This is not a dictatorship. I'm just telling you what I do, and 99.99% of people that watch my videos understand that, or are sensible enough to understand it. But you get the odd one or two. And I must admit, on my last video, I don't know if it was something, perhaps it was something bad that I was saying there, I don't know. But I got more bad comments and dislikes than normal, Every video you put out there, you get the odd person who will say something, I actually think it's because they're jealous, of either me or what I'm doing, I don't know. Don't know what it is, can't understand. But that's all I can think of, really. But I'm just everyday Joe, I'm nothing special. I know I'm nothing special. But what I will say though, is for someone like me who's very shy, I know you wouldn't think that because I do this, but I'm a very shy person. It takes a lot to put your head up there above the parapet just to keep your, I don't know, just to, what's the words I'm looking for? Just to sort of say, look, this is what I'm doing. Is it good? It's not an easy thing to do this. And I think, well, if you're going to stand there and moan and go on at me about, oh, you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that, then why don't you make your own videos and then we'll all come and look at you, I don't know. Let's all just get on and love each other, eh? We don't need all this bad feeling, do we? Or perhaps it's a message from people saying, look, Paul, thanks very much, but move on, go and do something else now. And if that is the message, then that's what I'll do. But I hope not, because I like doing this, I like talking to you people. Now, just at the end of this video now, so that's the end of my weekly rant. There's always one, isn't there, eh? Always one. Listen, something's happened. I found it quite exciting. I thought I'd tell you quick. On the way home tonight from work, or this afternoon. No, I didn't go to work this afternoon. On the way back from picking the lovely Rose up from work, I went to Sainsbury's to change something that I bought her the day before. I saw a little tracksuit in there. I thought she'd like it, but I got the wrong size. I got too big. Because Rose is on Mounjaro as well, I'm still thinking in old terms, but now she's in new terms. So I messed up, got the wrong size. So anyway, tonight after work, I picked her up, or this afternoon after work, I picked her up from work and we drove down to the Sainsbury's where I picked it up from, which is nowhere near where we live. Anyway, we went and found what she was looking for. She took her stuff back, changed it. I did a bit of shopping while she was still looking around all that section, because a big Christmas tree or whatever section there is around there, I don't know, something she was looking at, which made her happy. Who am I to disagree? And I was merrily pushing my trolley around, and then it happened. I had a NSV, yeah, a non-scale victory. You're probably thinking, well, what can that be? You're in Sainsbury's. How can you have a non-scale victory in Sainsbury's just doing a bit of shopping? Well, this is what it was. I was walking along the cereal aisle, I think I was. Not that that's important. And someone came up to me and said, "Are you Paul the London cabbie?" I said, "Yes." "So, I'm so pleased to meet you. I've followed you from the beginning. It was one of you lovely people that watch me on here. And I very rudely, because I'm a shy person, I rudely didn't ask her name. And I'm really sorry I didn't ask you your name, because you are important to me. But she said to me she's watched me right from the beginning. And this is the non-scale victory bit for me. She said to me, "You look a lot slimmer in real life than what you do on TV." And I said, "Well, TV adds pounds, doesn't it? It adds pounds." That was all. You know, I just thought I'd share that with you. It did make me smile. But unfortunately, Rose wasn't with me, because I'd like her to have met Rose as well. Rose was somewhere else in the shop looking at whatever she was looking at, so she didn't get to meet this lady. So now Rose thinks I made it up. But if you're out there, lovely lady, try and give me a comment. I know you said you can't do comments because of your name and stuff that's on your account. But if you can be brave and just send a little comment, say, "Yes, Rose, it was me." And then she'll know, because she thinks I'm making it up. But anyway, thank you, lovely person, whatever your name was. I'm really sorry I didn't ask you your name. But I was shell-shocked, and as you saw today, I'm a very shy person. And yeah, that was it. But she did actually check out my trolley and see the stuff in there, and she said, "Yeah, you're being good. You're not buying loads of bad things, even though it's Christmas week." Did she say that? I don't know. I might have made that bit up. But anyway, it was lovely to meet you today. And if anybody else sees me who knows me, just give us a tap on the shoulder. As long as I'm not driving, it freaks me out, makes me swerve off the motorway. But yeah, it's nice to meet you. And thank you. And that's it for me this week. I'll catch you all very soon. And thank you for watching. Love you all. Bye for now.